The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another rip-roaring movie review podcast called What's the Script, starring me, Craig, the Body Bruce, and my good pal, Chris Lothario Ness. How are you, Chris? You all right?
Oh, feeling Lothario myself, lethargic, some would say. No, I cannot.
Yeah,
I am hunky-dory. I'm on my holiday bobs, so just me and a bit of freedom while the world around me fucking melts. But hey ho.
Aye, we've talked about that off camera. I think we'll keep it off camera, mate. I open a can of worms while the world tears itself apart. But anyway, the good thing is this week was Viewer's Choice movie, chosen by my good pal James of the Blackshaw, the House Blackshaw, listens to us all the time. He's a fucking smashing guy. And although I want everybody that suggests a film to come on, I'm particularly, say that word in a fucking morning, disappointed that it couldn't come on. But it's not his fault. Obviously, we do this during the day because it's the best window we have, and we work the same shift and blah, blah, blah. And at night time, I've got Wayne's running about and all that shit. So, sorry you couldn't be on, James, but you're a busy man. I know even my Wayne, just everybody's Wayne's running into this. Couldn't eat a whole one, know what I mean? But James has provided us with an absolute dossier of information, which is brilliant, James. Thank you very much for that. A lot of the stuff that we do anyway, we've got, but all his own personal stuff and Ocular Delights and all that are smashing. But he did send his apologies, mate. He said, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it onto the show. I was really looking forward to it, but I've got to go to work and all that jazz, you know. I will be looking forward to your review, though. Cheers, lads. All the best to you and yours. He's a good lad, that boy.
Oh, aye, it's a good egg, a shiny egg.
Aye, some would say a cracking egg. He likes to tell a wee yolk.
What the mad fancy eggs called? Is it Fabergé? Fabergé? What are the fucking things called?
Aye, Fabregas eggs. Them ones. Aye. Aye, Fabergé.
That's it, Fabergé.
Seem to be big among the Russian elite, didn't they, man? They love a Fabergé egg. So I hear.
Oh, they like a shiny egg to the Russians.
Yes, they like egg.
Enough for the old fucking vodka, but just go like, look at that there. Look at it.
You must go and get me shiny egg, or I will blast your face off with gun. Bastard.
I'd say that there's two kinds of Russians, but you've got obviously the Russians in the dark suits drive the big motors with the Fabergé eggs, right? And then you've got the peasant Russians that just seem to live in cardboard boxes and just fight when they're all pissed.
Aye, just drink moonshine and start slapping fuck it one another, didn't they? Dragging each other across the living room by the hair and shirts off. We'll get our teeth
all sit at a table, shirtless. Right, we'll take shots of tasing each other. I go for it.
And then the other guy, go hit me with the bottle. He's fucking trying to hit it. Still can't smash it. Pure concussing the guy, and the guy's like, again. Well, it's... You know, if you've not seen any of these videos, you probably think you're talking one lot of shit up to exist.
They're there, people. They're fucking there.
I'm not searching them, they're just appearing. I must like a couple of them.
It's the decor, but the decor always makes me laugh. It's the fucking... it just seems like a lot of browns and beiges and fucking just net curtains and all that.
It's like British living rooms between 1979 and 1983. Think of that, right? It's like, an episode of Prisoner Cell Block Cage when you're in somebody's house outside the prison. That's it. Except these people have to get a teeth in their head, a tooth in their head even.
But they're enjoying themselves. They're enjoying themselves.
Aye, and do you know what? I'm happy for them because I don't think they give a fuck. So
Definitely, mate.
Aye, medicated up, self-medicated up to the eyeballs. World trumpers. Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, so James suggested this film. Before we go any further, can I just say a big thank you to Quaint and Native Origins. You can find us on all the platforms that are ocular and audible for your podcast, especially our Facebook group page, which is at 539 Souls, YouTube at 365. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. For everybody that likes and views one of our we're about a 1% ratio likes to views, which is fucking mental when you think about it. But hey ho, but we're getting all the listeners, and I would quite imagine that because this is a sci-fi movie we're doing, we'll be getting them throughout the stratosphere. Never mind your Earth, never mind your continents and countries. This has gone global. See if a satellite gets a wind of this.
It's even in the living rooms in Russia we were just talking about.
Aye,
But Richie Media gave it an 8. I hear you fucking.
Come over here, I beat you, but the head and body.
Rambo will not beat John Wick.
Mama Yaga. It is just the dog, just a fucking dog.
Rudy.
Jonathan. I love fucking Ian McShane, man. He's brilliant.
He's good. He seems to play the same guy all the time now, but it's just that very. Have you ever seen, was it 33 inch chest or something? I think it's called.
Aye, I can't recall it, but I know I've seen it.
Plays a gay London gangster in it, and he's just fucking mate. It's the same fucking, just a calm, sophisticated top mate, but it's funny as fuck.
Aye, definitely. They made a good Bond villain, I think, back in the day. But hey ho. So listen, mate. As always, we go back to the year. We tell you what year this was out. But before we do that, what have you been watching in the past week? What have been your popular delights?
Oh well, there's very few of them, but I will say this: they are quality goods, shall we say? So I started off with a back in the day Tom Cruise and watched Risky Business.
Oh Jesus!
It's just some poor boy left on his own, just taking advantage of it. All manner of things.
That's a risky business, that. Right enough.
I clocked The Running Man on Netflix, so I went, oh, why not? Then I watched the light that is Raising Arizona, and I will watch it again because it's fucking aye. I don't watch it enough, put it that way.
Fucking brilliant.
Then I was inspired by somebody on TikTok who has begun showing his girlfriend the Marvel movies, and she's been watching Infinity War and Endgame and all that. So I ended up watching Infinity War and then Endgame because you can't watch one and know the other.
Mate. Elite.
Yep. And finally, I watched a very old film I seen on film for a way back in the day, and it's called Love, Honor, and Obey.
Jesus, aye. God's sake, man.
And mate, I was fucking notting myself. It was fucking so funny, man.
Who's in that again?
Johnny Lee Miller, Ray Winston. What's her name? It was in Kevin and Perry. Is it Kathy?
Kathy Buck.
Kathy Buck.
No relation to Chris Buck. It used to play with Rangers. No relation.
Aye, I'm sure it's Sean Pertwee. I'm sure it's Rhys Ifans and all that. Mate, it's a parody gangster film. It's just funny, man. It's fucking. It's just funny as fuck.
But I need to dust that off, I think.
Aye. If you've not seen it, I do recommend it, people, because it's funny, man. Aye, funny, mate. But that
else?
was me, mate. What about yours, mate? What about your well? And also, I've been let's say to you, I've been jumping between two series, Dexter and Supernatural. And if you've watched Supernatural, people, you do know that I think there's 25 episodes a series, and they're all fucking 45 minutes long or something. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
There's 15, we think 15 or 16 series. So if you do the math, people, it's a commitment, is what we said it was. But I always like it for the final episode of each series when they do the run back with the fucking brilliant. Brilliant, mate. That was a good list. A good list. Not as lengthy as we're not used to, but a good one nonetheless. But the series do take up a lot of your time. Because I have decided to stop watching Alien Earth, and I will revisit it when it's done because it's fucking very, very slow. As I said to you at the start, the effects second to none, brilliant, practical and CGI, but the story is fucking dragging, man. It really is, and there's no enough. There's none of that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of it, but there's not enough of it. Dexter Resurrection, I completed it. Fucking brilliant. 9 out of 10. I've gave it on IMDb straight off the bat, man. Excellent. What a watch, man. Great series. So refreshing to have it back in that vein, same way you're watching it now. On your recommendation, I watched the Thursday Murder Club, and that was a jolly wee couple of hours to watch that. It was just good slapstick British acting, ham acting and that, and that is what it says. Pensioners that get together and try to crack a case. You know what I mean? It's fucking quite funny. Just happened to watch Angel Has Fallen because I think it's a great wee film, full action, Gerard Butler and all that. Me and my mum watched that. For the very first time in my life, I watched the 26-year-old Disney classic, The Iron Giant, and I choked up at that. I did. I don't mind telling you folks, I was choked up at the end. But if you have seen it, I'm not fucking spoiler it, but that choking up became a before the credits roll. Do you know what I mean? If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Obviously, we watched this week's film, which we'll get to. Spider-Man 2002, just cause. It was there, and I went, I'm watching it. I like that. Apart from her, you know what I mean? After me, you and James were talking about it, and because of Seismic doing the review, which I'm going to listen to at work tomorrow, well done, boys. How you all doing? Thanks, and I'll be shout out, getting them listened to. Watched Full Metal Jacket, because as Vietnam films go, it is up there in the top 3 for me. It's just an elite movie. Some people get the wrong idea about it. And if you're easily triggered, and I hate saying that fucking word, triggered, by the way people used to speak and act in 60s and 70s Vietnam, America war situation, don't fucking watch it, right? It's a movie lover's film. Just get it watched. It's brilliant. Like you, mate, I also noticed on the Netflix that was on The Running Man. Ah, we love it so much. It's absolutely brilliant. Full of patter, full of action. So quotable. And the fact that the reboot was filmed in our workplace rekindled our kind of excitement for it. And then yesterday, I sat and I watched AKA Charlie Sheen, and it was fucking brilliant. Excellent. It's only 2 parts. I think they're about an hour and a bit long each. And I just watched it back to back. It was smashing. And the very last quarter of it, the revelations and admissions are great. Are great. And the people that took their time to go in the documentary, who lived a life with him, well done, each and every one of these. So get that watched if you like a good documentary and you're quite fond of Charlie Sheen. Even if you're not fond of Charlie Sheen, I would suggest you watch it. But that was my ocular delight, sir. And now I'm going to give you James's. So James was very kind, as I say, to give us half a Bible worth of information because he could have been on the pod. I think I killed a small tree printing it off with paper. I'm only kidding, James. So his ocular delights, he says, I'm away with work from home, so I watch stuff while I'm away, but watch other stuff while the wife and I are at home as well, in no particular order, split between movies and series. So he watched Kung Fu Panda, Jerry and Marge Go Large, Darryl, Daryl, don't know what that is, Superman in the cinema, The Big Short, Ready Player One, American Sniper, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Clueless, Happy Gilmore 2, Serenity, Lucy, The Hitman's Bodyguard 2, Margin Call, The Mystery of Ungentlemanly Warfare, The Usual Suspects, Law Abiding Citizen, The Gorge, and there's a few more, but I can't think just now. I'm sure I watched a few westerns, Sons of Katie Elder and True Grit, old and new versions. I love watching movies. It's fucking awesome. I watch movies the way book lovers read books. I don't read books. I just can't. It's shite reading books. When I can watch it on the big screen. Ha 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 ha. You're fucking quite right. And the series that you watched were Wheel of Time, don't know what that is, The Good Doctor, The Good Wife, Two Broke Girls, Lie to Me, Shameless US, House, Battlestar Galactica, and the original series. Oh, Battlestar Galactica, the original series. So, my fuck, James, is that what you've watched for New Year? Mate, what's a list?
Oh, aye. Definitely a few belters in there.
Aye, fucking right. But
Some
that's what we are, people. We
Aye.
do reviews, but we're no fucking, we're not lovies, we're not critics, we're just fucking movie fans. We love movies, and that's why we like talking about them. But aye, some of them are smashing.
Aye. Many a time I'll just lost myself to a whole day of films, you know. Just lay there and just that's where the Netflix and that kind of comes in handy. Because I remember the struggle back in the day. I need to get up and put a disc in.
Or even worse than that, I need to get up and need to rewind that videotape. Ah, Jesus.
Oh, dear God. Dear God.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You see what happens first if your tape rewound or the kettle boiled. A wee race. You're a fucking old piece of are. I forgot to say, my Local Delights, very last one, I completed the Conjuring saga. And I was fucking disappointed, man. So disappointed. I don't want to say too much about it because it's just it's breaking all sorts of box office records for that franchise and for horror and all that. And fair fucks to it, it's had right good PR leading up to this episode. The only thing I'm going to say to you is, I don't care, spoiler alert, right? Turn the afternoon. You're about an hour and 25 minutes in before the Warrens get to the location, the house that they're going to fucking check out for demons and shit. That's an hour and 20 odd minutes. Right? That's fucking unacceptable, man. I was like, see, by that time, I'm like, again, we know your daughter's getting married, fuck's sake. You know what I mean? That's what it was like. But,
Aye. It's like I say to you, mate. The first two, I think are fucking some of the two of the best fucking horror films ever made.
Mm-hmm.
But it falls off as it goes, know what I mean? So, but I don't know if that's just a thing. See, when it comes to horror films, see when the first ones that I kind of hit and all that, and they try to re-emulate it just doesn't work out. But, whatever.
Right, so there we go, folks. That was Morocco Delights for this week. And as we know, we have James's pick this week. And you probably already know by now, it was 2005 sci-fi classic that I had never seen before, Serenity. 20-year-old, by the way, 20-year-old. That was a minute ago, wasn't it? And just to prove that, we asked James if he could tell us what else happened in 2005. And he was like, certainly, big man, because I like you. And I like Chris. I would lick your face if I ever saw you. That's what he said. That was his words quoted.
Oh, it's a good face looking that.
Oh, in there nice and deep, black boy. So this is the events of 2005 by the scripture of James. That does sound like a Bible reference. And in the word of James, the events 2005. He says the troop was launched on the 14th of February. Give everybody a wee wave. Hey! The troop? That's a movie, isn't it? Programme, isn't it? Or a platform? I don't know, James. Hey. Well, anyway, Charles married Camilla. Did he? 20 years ago? Oh, bastard. 20 years they've been made, I can't believe that. Spain was the third country to legalise same-sex marriages. Fucking poofs. Only kidding. 7th of July bombings happened in London. Aye, they did that, mate. I'm sure we've said that before. Aye, don't want to dwell too much on that. The Airbus 380 took flight as well. I've cleaned that plane. I've been on that plane quite a lot. The largest passenger aircraft. The Apprentice aired for the very first time as well on television. There you go. There was an assassination attempt on George W. Bush. I don't remember that. Do you? I don't remember.
I know that was at the time that somebody threw a shoot him.
Aye, fucking no soul the boy. David Tennant became the 10th. Big sure. David Tennant became the 10th Doctor Who. Reddit was founded, and the IRA stopped its 36-year war with the UK. So I'm happy to say the ceasefire's been kind of pleasantly reserved since then, hasn't it? Which is great. But obviously, we know there's stuff still going on there that doesn't make the news here anymore. The 2005 films that James has given us down are bangers. One we've done, our second ever podcast, Batman Begins. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, shite. Wedding Crashers, 1 hours. Star Wars Episode 3, 1 hours. V for Vendetta, 1 hours. 40-Year-Old Virgin, 1 hours. Lord of War, might be on a list. Sin City, King Kong, Walk the Line, Madagascar, Jarhead, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Oh, I remember that. And there are more, but I had to cut it down. They're all bangers, by the way. 2005 is quite a year.
Well, spoiled for choice.
Aye. Now, if you happen to go into What am I trying to say here? VHS? Why would you want to go into a tape recorder? I don't know. HMV or Virgin Megastore or Tower Records, I think was still opened at that time. You could get such music as Nine. Sorry, he's just put a 9 there. Don't Ya by the Pussycat Dolls. Mr. Brightside by the Killers. Drop It Like It's Hot. Snoop Dogg. He wrote that song after he took something out of the microwave and did he have a fucking tea towel there, you know what I mean? Drop it while it's hot, bitch. Ah! My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. Oh, bit of Fergie. Lonely by Akon. Speed of Sound by Coldplay. Smashing. She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. Smashed and all. And a banger, Best of You by the Foo Fighters. Again, he's ended that by saying, there are many more, but I've cut it down because there's too many. So I'm glad you're telling us this. I'm pretty sure there's another 52 at least. So he's been on to deaths of 2005.
Oh no.
Aye, I nearly roses and I'm not that way inclined, but I just feel I've got to do that, because who cares if Rangers players are doing it? It's a world we live in, you know what I mean? Doug's fucking moving in with cats and all that. The deaths of 2005, some of these we will have covered with the vast body of work that we've done, as we've just explained. Rosa Parks passed away. Funny man and actor Richard Pryor also succumbed to his debilitating disease, unfortunately. Pat Morita, who was Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid, he died. Luther Vandross, George Best, John DeLorean. He's a bastard, that guy. I liked his car, I did. James Doohan, who was Scotty for the original Star Trek. John Spencer, arsehole FBI guy. James writes, arsehole FBI guy from The Rock. I know what you're talking about. Vincent Schiavelli, crazy ghost on the subway in Ghost. Aye, get off of my train. Frank Gorshin, who was the Riddler in Adam West's Batman. John Vernon, the Dean in Animal House. Oh wow. Ronnie Barker, fuck's sake. And then again, he's ended that by saying, mate, there are so many. It's truly sad time for the movies and the TV. Totally agree with you there, James. Fucking right.
No, that was a hard hitting year, fuck's sake. Many a nice person went there.
A lot of heroes and heroines and aspirations. But like we've found post-millennium, there wasn't a lot of good people born that year. There wasn't. So James has took a wee leaf out of our books over the last few weeks, and he's decided to write down series that came out in 2005. So he has written us down Grey's Anatomy, Prison Break, Supernatural, Criminal Minds. I know. Life is a simulation, people. Criminal Minds, How I Met Your Mother. He watched this with a wife years ago, but he always liked it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I have never started. The US Office, which I have watched about 4 times. Brilliant. Bones, I like Bones. Battlestar Galactica, the reboot, that was all right. My Name is Earl, one of me and your favourites, Christopher. Numbers, that's pretty good. Medium, I like that as well. And Extras with funny man, Ricky, Your Face. I like him. He's bloody good, Ricky, Your Face.
TV shows and all, man. That's fucking 2005. Had it going on, man. Had it going on.
Look at this shite that's coming out now. This shite.
I know, mate. Oh, fucking hell, man. Oh.
Anyway, we won't dwell on that anymore. But James, brilliant bit of homework for you this week, mate. We've still got a couple of things that you've wrote down that we'll get to later on, but that's amazing, mate. Some great factoids about 2005. You've actually made us a wee bit sad that it's no still 2005. You know what I mean?
And by the way, the tube, I believe, is YouTube.
Right. Oh, 2 wee seconds, mate. I just need to pause this for a sec. So, 2005, the film that James picked was Serenity. Mate, and I'd never seen this before. But a quick synopsis. The crew of the Serenity, which is a ship, the rebel ship, finds themselves being hunted by a ruthless agent working for a tyrannical galactic government when they offer refuge to 2 siblings on the run. That's very nutshell. Let me tell you, there is a fucking lot more going on in this movie. Had you seen it before, I take it.
Oh, aye, this was a DVD that me and Div used to watch. I'll not say on the regular, but see if there was, I suppose they're called comfort movies now.
Aye.
See, you just feel like watching something, but I don't fucking feel like paying attention, but I also don't want to be bored at my tits. We filed this on because, like you say, it's very nutshell, but see this film, there's not a lot of wasted space, know what I mean? It's quite boom, 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 all the way through it, all the way to the end. So, aye, but it was a one that, fuck it, I'll put Serenity on, know what I mean?
Right.
So,
before you tell us the director and who's in it, mate, I'll just give you a quick explanation as to why James picked this movie. He's wrote it down for us. He says, to be fair, I was watching this movie when you two had the idea of getting the listeners involved, but it's right up my street. A sci-fi western. I love both genres and it's a top-class watch. I guess when the series got cancelled, Fireflies, it was nice to see how the story went. And Nathan Fillion is good people. Yes, I agree with that. If you haven't seen the series, it's called Firefly, as I just said, the class of spaceships. Serenity is the name of the ship. You could argue that it's an idea from Star Wars, the Alliance being the Empire and the Rebels being, well, you know what I mean. So aye, pretty much so, James. And I'm glad you did pick it, because as I said, I'd not seen it. Chris, who's the director and who's in it, mate?
well, we've got the director as Mr. Josh Whedon, who has put in extensive works, shall we say. I'll mention him later on. But he's a bad boy now for some reason. But as cast goes, and I will fuck up names here. I will fuck up names. But hey,
That's why I told you to dare him.
We'll get Nathan Fillion, Gina Torres, Alan Tudyk. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I can never say it. Morena Baccarin, Adam Baldwin, Joel Staite, Sean Maher, Summer Glau. I don't know if that's how you say her name. Apologies again. Ron Glass, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I don't know, that's how you say his name. I can never say it. He's a smashing actor, that guy, anyway, regardless.
Why?
You've got David Krumholtz, Michael Hitchcock, and Sarah Paulson. And that was the ones I wrote down. So
Well done.
I feel they're
done,
the
mate.
main players.
And a very fleeting
sorry for
appearance by
butchering so many names.
a very small fleeting appearance by Juliette Lewis right at the start. I know. I just noticed last night because she's not credited. That was great, mate. Listen, people listening to this podcast or watching us, I do apologise for Chris's shitey pronunciation of the names there. If it was me, I'd have done them a lot better. Just want you to know that.
Let's hear your version of it.
Well, I do think you'll find the guy's name is Chiwetel Ejiofor. I just call him Big G, man. Big G to all his pals.
Big G.
Big G. Yep, no, well done, mate. You didn't do any worse than I'd have done. I'd have butchered them more. Even Morena Baccarin, right? Oh, Gotham, Morena Baccarin. Deadpool, Morena. I can't even say her name right, and I fucking think she's a pretty face. You know what I mean? But well done, mate.
Budget-wise as well, the film has a budget of 39 million, which was apparently under budget because it was 40 million, and it brought in 40 million. So probably considered a failure and all that shit, but hey, shit happens.
That's it. As the script say, break even. You know what I mean? Good song, that. I'm still
the whole thing.
Breathing.
I've watched films that get fucking 3 times the budget and they're absolute fucking dog meat. So put it that way.
Yeah, this movie is currently trending on IMDb at 7.8 out of 10 and a Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 82%. So that's pretty fucking decent. James wrote down a couple other scores there. He said the tomato meter was 82. That's the one I've got. But the popcorn meter was 91%.
Yes.
He says he has no clue what that means. Here damn it. Popcorn meter. So I think that's the fans.
Aye, that's the audience. That's the general public. We're the ones that don't sit there and go, I wonder what the director's trying to tell me in this part of the movie while the main character is forcing out a shit. You know what I mean? But,
I mean, yeah, the ship's called Serenity, but it's more than that. It is the place of serenity because people feel serene within the walls of this metal construction.
Aye. See the people in the popcorn side, they'll go, that film's fucking brilliant, right? But see the people with the tomatoes, they go, yes, it inspired me to, paint on the side of a building with my own excrement because I felt the art had to come from within. And if it can't come from within, what have I got to work with? Shite like that.
Aye, these fucking method actors for Glasgow, for Drumchapel, that start speaking like this new Glaswegian, Hello, everybody, and welcome to the St. Enoch's Shopping Centre. And for all the family. Ah!
Hi. Welcome to Greenock Shopping Centre. Where the fuck is that?
Oh, Davey, I heard your advert. Aye, did you? I did. See if I hear you talk like that again, I'm going to punch your cunt in. All right? Whatever do you mean there, Shug? Fuck you.
You just know that woman, but come down to the Forge Shopping Centre with all the family, enjoy yourself. You just know she sits at the weekend with a club and a soupy. Like, yeah, Margaret, get any fucking Wayne's in the house. Fucking throw the glaze on them.
Get them in, Margaret. I'm on the phone here to Clyde Wange. Hello, Georgie boy. Hey, it's Margaret. Shout out at me. Aye, her. That's her. You know me, Georgie boy. The Forge Shopping Centre. Why not visit the food court?
The critics are all fucking doing adverts for shopping centres. Fucking amazing. I was at Cannes last week. Now I'm in Paisley Shopping Centre.
Aye, now I'm in the Govan Market. Fucking zipping up my handbag. walking about like that. You know what I mean? So there we go, folks. That is the synopsis, the cast, the crew, the director, and all that. Josh Whedon is in hot water at the moment, but you can go and figure out if you're yourself. I can't be fucking puffed out talking about it. Now, according to Nathan Fillion, he personally supplied the blueprints needed to build this ship set in the film after being informed at the production meeting that the originals had been lost. He was able to do so because, being so excited about being in the original show, he'd taken photos of all the pre-production materials and that he had seen previously, including all the blueprints. There you go. Bit of a fanboy was there, Nathan.
Aye, he's excited about his craft there.
Aye.
But, aye, I'll tell you now, honestly, the production for the ship and all that, smashing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, how much of that's just CGI. You know what I mean?
Oh. Aye. See, I want to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I watched this twice, right? First time, as I says to you, I'm sitting here, no having a clue what's going on, but I'm fucking loving it, right? So then I watched it last night again, and I've upped my score for the first time I watched it. That's how fucking much I enjoyed this movie. And you couldn't have said it any better than you just did, mate. That the practical effects and the production is immense. Absolutely immense. And then see for a sci-fi movie, the camera work is very rustic and one shot panning and all that kind of stuff, which is refreshing, isn't it?
Yep. Well, see what I was going to say, see, watching this film, you can see a lot of the influences in the Marvel movies. It's even for the humour in the film, to camera angles, and it's got a lot of it in it. No, I mean, obviously it helps that Josh Whedon helped with a lot of the MCU stuff. So, but I don't know. I think that's maybe why I still watch it and I go, I still like that wee film. I still like it. Know what I mean?
I'm going to watch it again tonight. That's how much I fucking enjoyed this, man, James. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to, but in fact, I'll leave it. I'm going to go and get Fireflies and watch that. See,
well, I was trying to explain
that. Aye, I was trying to explain this to James. Said it earlier in his rundown there about how it was a sci-fi / western. Totally accurate. But there's more than that. See, if you sprinkle over the top it a wee bit of Star Wars, a bit of Red Dwarf, a bit of fucking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and a sci-fi and a western, mix it in a pot. Big old titty, big old titty. That's a bit of everything.
See, as much as it does seem like it's borrowed for other things, mate, it still feels like its own thing as well.
Oh, 100%, aye.
Because we're not talking like laser fucking guns and all that shit either, know what I mean? Like, it's like still proper, like, guns. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're jazzed up to look sci-fi.
The ships fly, it's like fucking combustion engines. I mean, that Reaver, the fucking big, thick black smoke coming out the back of that and all that, it's like, that runs on fucking cooking oil and that thing. You know what
I mean? Runs on regret.
Runs on revenge. I can just imagine they're powering that up with fucking carcasses into the fucking stoking the fire. You know what I mean? Right. The bits they can't eat.
That's how I mean. It's like the whole thing, mate. It's no like most like sci-fi things. You know what I mean? Things all look fucking kind of shiny and brilliant and nice and all that. It's quite rustic. You know what I mean?
Very. And so much so that in the DV commentary, Joss Whedon says that Chiwetel Ejiofor, Nathan Fillion, Summer Glau, and Sean Maher performed many of their own stunts. That shows as well, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I was going to say, like, obviously, Joss Whedon, he's responsible for Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all that stuff to that TV show. Well, writing it and all that anyway. And you can definitely see the influences of that in the fight scenes. You know what I mean? So, aye, it's... Plus, it helps. See, when they take the instance, it helps it all continue it. It makes it easier, not doesn't it?
Of course it does. Aye, it shows. And they're no right to do it if they didn't want to, so good on them. Good eggs, a lot of them. Well done. High fives and all that jazz. You said it good, mate, about this film still being its own thing. We've seen people try to reinvent the wheel with so many genres that it just looks like a fucking rip-off. And as much of the things that this borrows off of, it's so far from being a rip-off, it's unbelievable, man. It's great. It's absolutely great, man. I love it to bits. Can't wait to watch Fireflies, actually.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I see fair. Well, when I watched this, it was on the old DVD. By the way, I think it done another historic thing as well. There was a very limited thing called a HD DVD, and this was one of the few films released on it. I think another one was at The Last Samurai. So even then, it's part of history. It's part of history, mate. It's just this journey.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So I'm guessing HD. I'm guessing HD DVD was between DVD and Blu-ray becoming a thing. So,
because you can get HD Blu-rays, I know, and I've noticed it when I'm coming in. I'm like, them, please, and they're opening them up and going like, oh, that's the HD Blu-ray box, and the disc isn't a HD Blu-ray for that. I was like, fucking just put it in the box, mate. It's £1.50. Put it fucking in the box. I don't care. I'm probably not watch it for 6 months. You know what I mean? Get it in the fucking box. Sorry now, your blue hair and your nose ring, your fucking divey boobs.
I'm trying to remember when that's fair as a film like that. It's fucking, but you can't put that in there. That's not where that goes. That
because that means that somebody's going to just want the Blu-ray and they're going to get an HD Blu-ray box. Put a box. Mental. But now, in the car. Sorry.
No, but see, I heard it was a TV series beforehand, Firefly. You can see the first draft for this film. It was 190 pages because Joss Whedon tried to tie up every loose end in the TV series they didn't get to tie up. But the script was officially called The Kitchen Sink.
Sake.
So
how many pages should a movie be, do we think? Is it 40 or 50 or something?
I think it's supposed to be below that, well below fucking 100 anyway. So I think he wrote practically 4 films.
It was fucking aiming for a wee trilogy in the go there. That's great. There's no anxiety involved now that I know I'm going to watch a series that's going to have fucking so many loose ends, you bastard. Because I did read that this movie, in the timeline of the actual universe, the movie was 6 months after the last episode of Fireflies, apparently.
Aye. Again, mate, it's one thing I've always made today is watch it. But like I say, see when the streaming wasn't a thing. So see to get Firefly, you had to go and buy it. And I think it was one of them fucking it's a one box set, right? But it's £45. It's a bit of a fucking jump for something I've not seen, buddy. You mind bringing that down a wee bit?
Especially for something you're going to burst over 3 or 4 days and then stick in your shelf forevermore, you know what I mean? Unless you fucking have a wank and sucked it.
You do like the film, I dare say you will like the series. Know what I mean? Because logically you would think it's the same thing, just stretched out time, know what I mean? A longer period sort of thing, but hey ho.
That's it. Well, in the cargo bay, just after the Reaver is shot, some of the crates behind River have the message reusable container, do not destroy, printed on them. And that's an inside joke. The ship's set had to be rebuilt, as we've just discussed, from scratch for the movie because the original from Firefly was destroyed. So there we go. There's a lot of inside jokes this I've noticed in the trivia. And a lot of obviously references to Firefly, which are...
as well as that, talk about reusing it. A lot of the costumes for the film were used from old films in the past, such as Starship Troopers and the Kevin Costner classic that is The Postman.
The Postman? I thought I was going to say Waterworld there.
So,
well, there you go.
Aye. So
Magic.
if you see some of the uniforms, you go, here, that looks like the uniforms for that other film. Well, you're all right.
There you go. Now, we talked about some of the dialogue in this, and a lot of it was ad-libbed that I just found out as well. See the first 5 minutes on this spaceship? You could have felt your fucking favourite comments with that, just the back
Oh,
and forth
easily.
patter between Mal and every member of his crew. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, according to director commentary, Mal's line "faster would be better" was ad-libbed by Nathan Fillion when Josh Whedon told him to say something Mal would say, and he just went, "Faster would be better." It's fucking good, man.
I mean, that's what I was talking about. See, when you can see the similarities between this and like the Marvel films. No, I mean, obviously the one he had the hand in it. Like, the first Avengers film was Josh Whedon. You know what I mean? And well, I'm going to get you one of my favorite lines, but it's when he's talking to um,
Wash.
Mal's talking to what do you call her? What's the lass's name in it again?
What one? River.
Aye, River. That's it. He's talking to River and he goes, "Well, I've took a chance on you, saying that you're a human being. And I mean, and if I'm wrong, you better just shoot me now." And then she points the gun at him, and then he goes, "Or we can talk more." So, see that? See if you go and you watch the Avengers again, and it's when Thor goes to get Loki, and he goes, "He's a son of Asgard, he's my brother," and Black Widow goes like that. He also killed fucking however many people, and he just goes, "He's adopted." You know what I mean? It's fucking so similar, and you just see it through the film. You know what I mean? It's
Aye, very very good. Last wee bit of trivia: the DVD, well, about Fireflies, the DVDs of Firefly 2002 and Serenity 2005 were flown up to the International Space Station by astronaut Stephen Swanson on board the shuttle Atlantis during its June 2007 STS-117 mission. So copies of the series and this film are up there getting watched in space.
Huh?
There you are.
There you go. Plus, it might be one of the worst things you've actually seen, but in space, huh? Like, just planting the image of fucking reavers are out in space, and you're like, oh.
Here at Earth, a body swerve. It's fucking dangerous people going about here.
Another thing, which, because again, obviously, hadn't seen the TV series, right? And some of these things would have been a lot more shocking to obviously fans of the series and all that, but some of the characters in the film were killed off because the actors couldn't commit to a sequel. So, again, spoilers. There's definitely two prominent deaths in this
Aye.
that I dare say people would have been like, "Oh no, oh no, 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 my boy."
Yeah. Oh my hair. Aye, definitely, mate. I get a bit, so that made sense, didn't it? I suppose.
Right.
There's a message in the closing credits. I know. Did you notice it?
So,
I noticed it totally by accident. It says the filmmakers wish to thank the crew and staff of Firefly.
well,
It's a nice touch. That. Nice touch.
that's awfully nice. So.
Aye.
But see, talk about the cast and all, mate. A lot of them. I just probably like the film I like recognise a lot of people for. You know what I mean? So obviously, Nathan Fillion, that woman's name you can't say. The actor's name I can't say. You know what I mean? And they've all popped up in different things. You know what I mean? Just not to say they went on to bigger, better things, but then they continued. You know what I mean?
Well, aye, they didn't. They weren't on the breadline for fucking long. I tell you that, man. Even Alan Tudyk, who he's stepped away to the other side of the camera for a long time, doing a lot of voice work, didn't he?
Yeah.
Heavy on the sci-fi side as well.
No,
But I like
he's
him,
doing
man.
something new. Is he not
Mhm.
like the human alien or something? Where he's an alien?
He's another robot again that I've seen something in recently. What have I been watching?
I was in. I'm sure he was alien in iRobot. The robot in iRobot.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also Steve the Pirate in Dodgeball and fucking.
I was going going to say that, mate. It will always be Steve the Pirate to me. Always. But K2SO and fucking is a brilliant droid. A brilliant droid in the fucking Star Wars universe, which, if you don't know K2SO, it's Rogue One. And obviously you see him again at the end of Andor and how he came about and all that, which was fucking great to watch. So I've got a lot of time for Alan Tudyk. So I have. I like the man.
Oh, definitely. There's even one I've seen that's fucking, can't remember the name of it, but it's something Tucker versus Evo or something. And it's him and his brothers, just a couple of hillbillies live in a cabin. And
you don't think we really shot all these people up now, do you?
Hey, mate, it's funny, man. Again, anybody's not seen it, watch it. It's fucking, you either like it or you don't like it, but it's funny.
The Paulson goes into their cabin and he fucking trips up and stabs his head in the side of the wood and all that, man. Fucking hell. It's just daft, isn't it?
Aye, funny, man. Funny shit. But it's even like that, even like Baccarin and all that, she's like Gotham and fucking Deadpool, know what I mean? Nathan Fillion, he's fucking Green Lantern in the new Superman, know what I mean? So it's no went places. Aye. Plus Adam Baldwin just appears in fucking everything. Fucking for a certain period of time, know what I mean?
Aye. He's usually a baddie, isn't he? Adam Baldwin, but yeah, he's good in this, man. I liked him. I thought he's like everybody, their dialogue was pretty well delivered and comedic, and I enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Before we go into best bits, I've set up a wee quiz for you. I've got 3 songs and 3 artists, but I've Glaswegianed them. I need you to decipher what they are. All right? So the first one, the very first one's probably the easiest one out of the 3. And the song is called Up to Dancing by 10 Bob.
And the club, 50 Cent.
Yes! See? Up to Dancing by 10 Bob.
They're pretty cut.
They get a smidge harder, the next 2. The song is called... Ready? Song is called Shag Medication. And it's sung by my boy the Proof.
Marvin Gaye.
Yes. Shag Medication.
I know, what's that song? When I Get That Feeling, I Need Sexual Healing.
I thought Glaswegian. Viagra wasn't a very Glaswegian word, so Shag Medication sounded better. I've got 2 more actually. This one is Oh by Andy Bell's Mob. Oh by Andy Bell's Mob.
Dope.
Yes.
Is it the one we keep singing?
Yes. Who sang it, mate? Yeah. Hey. Oh, and the very last one, which is a doozy. Quit greeting your roasted heart by The Water in the Trees in the Desert.
Don't cry your heart out. Oasis.
Yes, well done, my man. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4.
Why, I got a post-match. I thought I had it for a minute there. When things were getting tough, just had to dig deep. And
I know, aye. No, you need to start every sentence with, well, as I say, but you've not said it yet. It's a stupid thing you've just done there.
I mean, I just had to play with anxiety. I just had to...
I think the thing we're missing in midfield is legs, you know, and we need legs in midfield. What? And then
I don't know why you bought all these players that stepped doing IEDs. I just don't know.
The paraplegic fucking Premiership. Do you know what I mean? And then, I mean, it's a tough league. You've got your Rangerses, your Celtics, your Aberdeens. Whoa! How many of each of these teams are in this fucking league? Aberdeen's? Is there more than one? Do you know what I mean? Just generic pish. Oh, we're going to have tangents. Mate, give your best bits. Give some of your best bits. I'll give you some of mine, some of James's.
Well, for me, the bit always stuck with me, and I guess because it's kind of fucking creepy. It's when Sarah Paulson is the hologram,
Mhm.
and she's telling him what happened on the planet. That it's like it's like the film is quite jovial to an extent, know what I mean? Actiony, sci-fi, and all that, and then something like that, and it's just like it's a horrible thing, know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
she's obviously telling you that the Alliance tried to make people docile by fucking adding a chemical in, fucking it's killed fucking 30 million people on the planet and all that. And then but 10% of the population turned into the Reavers.
Mhm.
And they're
So
just
if
fucking
you don't die,
psychotic
you become
monsters
a
and all
fucking psycho. If you don't die, you become a
that.
psychotic cannibal.
And I just see her hologram fucking she gets attacked before she can do herself in. You know what I mean? You're like that. Oh
Exactly. And like all the violence in this film, you don't see it,
Mm.
and you don't need to see it either. It's very clever. I mean, you see the Reavers and you think, oh fuck, they would tear you apart, especially when they're getting chased. And she says, why they chased us? She says they want us to be still alive when they're eating us. Like, fucking hell! Don't like caught off one of the things, but you're right, mate. That's a brilliant scene because Sarah Paulson's a really good actress.
aye.
Don't think much of her new life, to be honest with you. But when she opens her mouth, but she's a really good actress, man.
Aye. Again, it's another one that's what into bigger things, know what I mean? To the fucking the Darling era. There's like American horror stories. Know what I mean? So
Really
aye.
good Nurse Ratchet, I know.
Aye, so should I die, aye. But that was it, mate, the hologram explaining fucking how the Reavers came to be and all that, and it's an otherwise kind of jovial action sci-fi film. It was a bit serious and kind of scary to an extent, know what I mean?
Right,
So,
bloody right. Jeopardy. That was it.
yeah.
And it required moral compasses for a band of thieves to get that message out to the universe, you know what I mean? So there we go. Tried and tested, time old method, and it's fucking smashing. For me, I think the whole open, you said earlier, this film goes bump, bump, bump. No more so than in the opening act because where Wayne's in schools being taught and her getting stabbed in the head and being in a facility to becoming a hologram and being walked through by your man Chi. You know what I mean? You're like, Jesus fuck, I'm in, man. I'm in. I want to know how all these three things just are linked. And so that's her brother, and she's his sister, and she's what? She's a weapon. What? She's a psychic. Why she got a fucking needle stuck in her head? And it's brilliant. And you instantly see for that opening gambit as well, the effects. They're like, oh fuck, 20 years ago, this is pretty fucking decent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see that was a thing I was kind of getting no apprehensive for lack of a better word, but fucking going as a CGI going to put me off you. Know what I mean? And for the most part, mate, like you said, it looks 20 year. I've seen worse today than I have on that film. So kudos to the CGI department.
Fucking right, mate. Fucking right. He's another one.
um, I like the whole Reavers fighting the Alliance in the space. Like obviously the Alliance is stopping the Serenity getting to this planet, and it's like an ambush. All the Reavers come out of this fucking space cloud, and you see them all going at it. Know what I mean? Plus the Serenity getting fucking flown, dodging. I was like, this is it again. Through comparisons, right to fucking the Avengers film. To an Iron Man's flying about fucking shooting things and all that. I'm like, it's practically the same. It's like the same camera angles and all that. Know what I mean? You're seeing it's
Definitely.
like things from far away, like, and then it's zooming in, and it was smashing, mate, smashing.
Brilliant. Um, the bar fight with River. She just sees the subliminal message octopus that turns her into a weapon, and she just starts pretty fucking seamlessly leathering everybody. Do you know what I mean? And it's good. It's good to see the camera pans round and all that, like matrixy. She's just doing all these kind of moves, and they're no sluggish either. She's a fuck. She can move, the lassie, can't she?
Aye, aye. Well, it turns out the actress used to be a dancer, and she had to get up because she broke a toe or something like that. But able to use it in this. But see that as well. See that scene. I don't know if it is the inspiration to it or whatever, but see that scene now. It seems to be in a couple of films, predominantly. What's that fucking thing called again? The Kingsman. See when is it Colin Firth? He goes into the church, and everybody gets triggered, and he just starts setting about everybody, mate. I know it's different and it's modernised, but it feels exactly the same.
Aye, I get you. It is kind of used. The good thing about this one is there's still pattern amongst it, and then it gets you up to speed with regards to her having a safe word and all that.
Aye.
Yeah, I didn't really understand the octopus thing at the start. The first time I watched it, and then I watched it again. I was like, right, I get it now. That's been put out there by the fucking bad guys to trigger people that are escaped, so that they'll show themselves up, which she did eventually, because it ended up on the global news or the global airwaves, not the news. You know what I mean? It was great, man.
Twitter.
And then, global Twitter. And then obviously her brother just says that word, which I've no wrote down, and she just faints. But it's well acted as well by Nathan Fillion, who's like, who the fuck is this lassie? It's been on my boat for 8 months. Do you know this girl? Apparently I don't know. You're like that fucking great line, man. Great line.
That's it. That's what I mean, mate. It's just like, see that, mate. It's another like nod to the writing of this film. Because I mean, obviously, if you're a Firefly fan and you watch this series, you know what everybody's all about, sort of thing. But see, like obviously like me when I was watching it, you're getting introduced to all these like characters that I'm guessing will be complex in some form. Know what I mean? And you're just getting it, but it's wrote well, so it's explained better to you instead of what happens nowadays. Know what I mean? It would need to show you a flashback. Whereas they can just tell you through like talking and some actions. Know what I mean? It's
Exactly. I realise that the audience is good enough to make its own mind up. Right. I knew I was going to have to watch this twice. I said it to you, I said it to James, but I knew for the outset that I'm in for this, man. This is great. I just need to watch it again because I kind of know where people are faring, what they're fighting for. It was smashing. I picked up so much more the second time around. James has got favourite scenes in here as well, but they're caveated with favourite quotes, so I'll keep it to the favourite quotes. They can blend them in with the favourite scenes. Here's another one of yours, mate.
For me, I know, mate. It's like I like me a siege. I like a siege. So I do. So see when they're having to hold off the Reavers while Mal is trying to get the message out. It's right up my street. That shit. Know what I mean? You're talking about fucking. I like fucking see that films like fucking Zulu and just like the Alamo and all that, and having to hold off a big force and all that shit. So it just ticks a box.
Most recently was Warfare, I think we've watched. It's kind of same shit in it, just hold up, can't move, getting breached. But that kind of scenario in this film is very much like Rogue One, trying to get the message through before the baddies. And we've seen it hundreds of times in hundreds of films. But you're right, mate. It's great. It's a bit of peril, a bit of anxiety.
That's the whole thing, mate. There's a thing out there. You've probably seen the memes yourself and GIFs and videos and all that. And it's like how women want to die. And it's been surrounded by family in our beds while we have the last breaths and all that. And it's like how boys and how men want to die. And it's like fucking dying on a hill, you know what I mean?
Aye. Love the phone, platoon.
So jumping to aye. Let's see that shit. I know there's obviously something that's fucking deep rooted in this, but I'm a sucker for a siege.
Hold your in, man. Two M16s with fucking bullets round your neck, man.
Oh, but no, and even the fight with Mal and the operative, it's no mega kung fu and specialist fight moves. It's just fucking rugged, just brutal fighting. You know what I mean?
Aye, I liked it. Really liked it. In fact, a special shout out has to go to Nathan Fillion's jaw, which I think I've only seen once before, which was in Saving Private Ryan when he was a wee boy. And then in this, he's very trim. He's not a fat person, you know. He's really not a fat, overweight guy still, but he's just bulk more and he's a bit more fuller faced, I think, because he's a wee bit older. But it was great. That's a good fight, that mate. That is. It's when you say raw, it's believable.
Aye.
But also because it shows you, I know that the operative was nothing without his sword. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Quite convenient that Mal had a vital organ moved previously. You know what I mean?
But there's even then, mate, there's still humour mixed into that fight, I know, and it's mega fucking serious. You know what I mean? Because obviously the operative pulls out this big fucking sword, and then Mal facing up to him has got a screwdriver. I mean,
aye.
It's fucking funny, man.
I was waiting on the but and it never came. Just still serious. Oh, come on then, come on, you wee bastard. And but like the Reavers, we know that this guy's dangerous with that sword because he kills all the people at the start in the facility. Again, we don't see it. We see the guy falling on his sword. That's kind of metaphoric death because he's like, it's a good death, all that kind of shit. But we don't see it. We don't see him impaled and all that. So it's good by Josh Whedon. You don't need to see it. You just need your brain to know what's happening.
So, no overly violent and all that, but it's you know what's happening. You know what I mean?
But I'm not adverse to a bit of fucking blood and thunder, like yourself, mate. But it just shows you sometimes you really don't need it.
Aye. And one other for me, mate, is the heist, the first heist today, and then they eventually end up chased with the Reavers. It's kind of sets the tone of the film. You know what I mean? Like your ragtag misfits doing shit to keep herself alive, you know what I mean? And then there's this other fucking existential force out there that are just not to be trifled with. You know what I mean?
Do you know what else this reminded me? As I say, it's got so much going on in this film, bits further universes and all that. And we did say Star Wars, but I found myself at points thinking about Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. Do you know what I mean? The ghosts and all that, and ragtag mob just flung together, and they've got a droid, and it was just weird, but brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The chemistry's fucking smashing.
Why?
Any more for me? I will say that I didn't see it coming. The betrayal by Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe is one of the heat elves that are fucking the Santa Claus, I think, isn't he? So he's got a robot.
He's in Oppenheimer. He was
Aye.
a guy in Oppenheimer, know what I mean? So again, fucking, even though he's only in the film a wee segment, ends up in Oppenheimer.
So I wrote down, I mean, please implore people to watch this film. If it's up your street, get it watched. But spoilers are obviously part of the movie review. And I wrote down Mr. Universe, there's a devastating reveal that Mr. Universe was compromised, but he had a backup plan that still ensured the crew still had hope. Do you know what I mean? So even though he betrayed them, he got killed anyway, he left the message with his robot wife, didn't he, to tell Mal. And that. But then if we're going to tell it to be a one and done, so it would tell the fucking operative and all, exactly.
Aye, it's funny, man. Fucking guy killed me with a sword. How weird is that?
I know. Going to some quotes, mate. I'll give you a couple of James's first off. James has wrote down, Jane stands and says, "Let's be bad guys." One of yours?
Yeah. This landing is going to be interesting. Define interesting. Oh God, we're all going to die.
That and all. A simple one for me is Mal. I aim to misbehave. Because that's just after he's done a rousing kind of call to arms for the crew and all that. And he just ends it with that. Because he says earlier in the film about misbehaving, it's easy missed, but I just like that, mate. Another one when for James, he says, I like it when Mal asks if Jane wants to run the ship, and he says yes, and Mal says, well, you can't. That's fucking
that's good, man. That's good. I get it's the mechanic. I think her name might be Shiny or something. I'm not sure. She's like, going on a year now. I ain't had nothing but trucks my errors weren't run on batteries. Wow, I don't need to know that. Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Oh, I don't need to know that. That's funny as fuck, man. Mal as well. I remember at Albatross was a ship's good luck till somebody killed it. And everybody looks at me and goes like that. Yeah, I've read a poem, so I know to faint. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, you read the bastard. Another one for James. Kaylee, as the ship's engineer, fixes the ship in that and starts talking to Mal about how she's not had any. Well, you've done that one, so I did another one for James. She also wants to stay alive at the end battle as soon as the doc says he's been waiting to bump her. That's right. What, you mean in 6? Yes. Fuck it, I'm going to stay alive. That's right, James. That's a good job.
To hell with this, I'm going to live. One for Mal, I thought was quite. Again, we had a seriousness in there. Half of writing history is hiding the truth. So,
Not so much a quote as a haiku, one would find.
They know what they're called.
Exactly. One for me, the operative who says, do you know what your sin is, Mal? And Mal just goes, hell. Says, I'm a fan of all 7, but right now it's going to have to go with wrath. Dun, dun, dun. Brilliant. Cheesy, but I liked it. James, I'll read out James's one that we probably all have written down, and it's wash. I am a leaf on the wind. Know what I mean? Watch it. As it says, I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar.
Right.
But the second time he says it isn't as good.
I know. I've actually wrote the second one down. He goes, it's all right. I'm a leaf on the wind. And I goes, what does that even mean?
You're a fucking fish on a stick now, man, mate. A lot of satay.
I've just got one more. And it's obviously, like I say, earlier on, Mal saying, if I'm wrong, then you'd best shoot me now. And then obviously she cocks the hammer back in the gun and goes, or we can talk more. It's fucking...
Brilliant. There's another one between Mal and Wash, and Mal says, what the hell happened back there? And Wash just says, start with the part where Jane gets knocked out by a 90-pound girl, because I don't think that's ever going to get old. Do you know what I mean? James as well, he's wrote down, obviously when River says it's her turn to look after her brother, then jumps through the door and goes fucking tonto. There's been coming throughout the series, so it's a little bit of fan service. I went, you're right, James, that's quite good. One more line for me is River, and everybody's like, you all right? You all right? She just goes, I swallowed a bug. You're right. That's what you're thinking about, is it?
Well, I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you've not got PTSD for the boys eating that other boy alive there.
Aye. But you swallowed a bug, so obviously that's a new experience for you, hen. You bother, you bastard. But anything else you want to say, mate? Any other quotes or scenes or anything?
No. Well, just mate, a special mention to the Reavers, mate, because I think it was the Reavers that kind of stuck with me in this fucking this film, and it's like something I kind of wanted to see Mary. So I'm not sure if they're in the Firefly series or no. or just a means to an end for this film. It's not what I mean, but just to see the whole fucking the fact that there's like people in space out there lost their mind, cannibals, like self mutilation and all that. Man, it's fucking it's. I think it's like an idea that should be used for something else in other films.
I don't disagree, mate. I could have done with seeing a wee bit more of them. In another movie, could have seen more of them and more gore, obviously, but as we
Mm.
just talked about, gore wasn't this film. We knew it was happening off the camera by the expressions on the other actors' faces.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? The director
Aye.
proved once again that the movie watcher is got a brain and can work things out without saying, well, what do you know, Manny? Another man over there, John. Is that right there, Dave? Yes, it is, John. With his teeth, no doubt. Fuck you.
What's this? Mate, even as the operative I know, I like a good villain, and he is a good villain. Just doesn't question why he's today what he's today. He just believes in what he's been told is the right thing. But obviously bad people. Know what I mean?
Right, that's it. You find out at the very start he's that bad that he doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
He's not got a rank or a name. He is just the operative. You're like, oh, fuck. He's the guy that gets sent out. He's the guy that gets
Aye.
sent out to look for fucking the equaliser for Russia. You know what I mean? That
Aye.
guy.
Because
But,
even then I know, mate, it's like fucking it's a good scene I know, mate. And because he obviously once he loses the fight and he sees the message that's being played out, and you can see him start to tear up and all that. And it's like I'm kind of like wondering if it's like that's like his whole world is falling apart. Not I know, not what I mean. Like he believes so
aye,
much in the alliance and all that.
it does. But then, right, I forgot about this bit. But then he totally, which I never seen coming, tells everybody to stand down. He
Mm-hmm.
just, he's no that evil guy that's burned the world because everything's over anyway. He's just like, look, game's a bogey. Let them go. We've lost. Simple as that. Down tools. Didn't see that coming. I didn't
Aye.
see him surviving. I thought he was dying at the end when Mal impaled him. No by the
Aye.
sword, but with the sword on
Mm-hmm.
the railings. I thought he was choking to death,
Mm-hmm.
but there you go.
Aye. That's, I was just thinking because obviously it's like fucking obviously they got to believe so much that they believe in so much of the propaganda and all that that it was going to do anything because it felt it was the right thing to do and all that. And then he sees that, and it's like his whole belief has been torn apart in front of him. Know what I mean? That he isn't a good guy.
Aye.
So it's
Right. Good spot that, mate. Good spot that. So what are you giving it out of 10 marks,
oh
my
well,
man?
it's an 8 for me, mate. I enjoy it. I enjoyed it the first time I seen it. Still enjoy it. Still look forward to the bits. I mean, it's not to say the film bits of the film were shit, but it's like anything. Assuming you like a film, you want to get to the bits that you like the most. And I found myself, oh, I can't wait to that bit.
Aye,
So
definitely.
it's an 8 for me, mate.
James, this is an 8 out of 10. I do love this movie, but I love other movies more, so it's an 8 from me. And like yours two, I'm the exact same. It's an 8 for me. It was a 7 the first time I watched it, purely because I think I missed a lot of it
Mm.
in doing my critique, or my homework even, no critique, fuck's sake. And then as I watched it as a movie, I'm like, you're getting an 8 off me, man. I like you. You're good. I'm watching you again very soon.
Mm.
So there you go. Can't say fairer than that. And we can't say fairer than a big giant thank you to James for suggesting the movie, or I'd have still never seen it. And also for doing such grand fucking homework. Finding that through is you've added as much as you possibly could without being on here yourself, but you're more than welcome to use another suggestion, mate. We'll stick you back on the list and hopefully try and get more people on in the future. It's just our schedule, guys. I know a lot of you work during the day. We work during the day and all, but we've got days off during the day as well. So there we go. That was Serenity 2005, as suggested by Facebook group member and long-time listener, Mr. James Blackshaw.
Yes.
Salute you, sir. Do you know what else he done, but
Jocular delight. Oh,
Aye, you know what?
celebrity.
He provided us, yes, with a celebrity death match. But I think he was in the headspace of doing this movie, so he just stuck with it. And he said, because I mentioned to him about how the comparisons between Mal and Han for Star Wars, and that
Aye.
is his celebrity death match. He's got Malcolm Reynolds, who's Mal in the movie, against Han Solo from Star Wars. Now, his rationale is Han is force sensitive. Is he?
Could be. Could be.
I'm not sure if he maybe is in canon in the comics, but I don't remember him being force sensitive. Maybe he is. Maybe you're right. I know his boy is, and he's the wife he was pumping with. But there you go. But he says Han is force sensitive, good with the gun, but Mal has proper in-war hand-to-hand combat and is also good with the gun. I'm struggling to pick myself. I want to say Han, but I think Mal might take him after that fight at the end of the movie that had with the operative. You don't see Han fist fighting, or he might pull an indie move and just shoot Mal in the face. I don't know. What do you make me? What do you think? What do you think, mate?
Well, has Han Solo got Chewbacca for handles?
Don't leave home without him. Chewbacca is his
Mm.
fucking American Express card, isn't he?
Aye. Plus, it's the whole thing I know. Han is a bit shrewd when it comes to things. He's like, he doesn't rely on being a soldier, not what I mean, or a gunfighter, because he's
Aye.
kind of wide with a lot of things. So I don't know if that kind of evens it up. Know what I mean? Hiding for the Empire by sitting on the Empire, floating away with junk. Know what I mean? And you're talking about for a smuggler who works his way up to one of the leaders. Know what I mean? And the rebels. So, but at the same time, Mal's a soldier, fought in war. But I don't know, mate. I don't know. For the sake of argument, I'll say Han. I'll say Han.
There's actually a good bit in this film as well where Mal tries to get to River by going through a secret passageway and coming up through the flare, the grating in the floor, and I'm like, Lennon Falcon. But I'm going to say Han as well, because Han was a soldier. Han fought for the Empire. In the film Solo, it was obviously wasn't his choice. He was kind of forced into it. He was a pilot. And then obviously he got out, got in with the ring crowd, became a smuggler. He's seen some shit and he's got out of some situations.
Yeah.
I don't know as much a backstory with Mal, obviously, so that's going to go against him for me. But as characters, I can totally see the similarities and a pretty good fight. I think we'd need to just make sure that it was actual fists, no blasters, and no accomplices as well. Because if Han's bringing Chewbacca, then Mal might bring River. I don't like to see River fighting Chewbacca. I don't like to see that. You know what I mean?
Leave that big dog alone.
Plus, Chewbacca couldn't say the safe word. Just isn't. No, it's no sound in that. You know what I mean?
But
I don't
aye.
speak
But if it
Wookiee.
comes down to hand, I reckon Mal will take it.
Aye.
But aye. But is Han going to be shrewd enough to let it go to hand? That's the thing.
Remember, but throughout the Star Wars catalogue, Han Solo has knocked people out that have helmets on with his bare fist.
With one punch.
Aye. One of the ones,
So,
know what I mean? So there you go.
yeah.
What do you think, people? That was a good one, James. Thanks very much for everything you've done for this podcast, for your suggestion. But whose list is it this week?
It's your list, Squire.
My list? Right, okay.
Yeah, it's movie bingo. Yeah.
Movie bingo, movie bingo, movie bingo, yeah. Oh, where are you? Oh, popcorn. Right, in the interest of making it a wee bit more streamlined, mate, I've put my 30 that I've got left, a simple 1 to 30. because 20 off of my 50 in my list, and I've not replaced them. I've just... So, 1 to 30, mate.
Well, let's go for a nice one right in the middle, and we'll have 15.
15. Good one. Tremors.
Yes, man. Mad Kevin Bacon.
Mad Kevin Bacon, mad cheesy, quote heavy.
Oh,
fucking...
mate. Mate, that's another mad guilty pleasure, man. But I'm not going to say guilty. Fuck's sake, anytime it's on, man. Fucking big worms eating cuts and all that. What's not to love?
That's it. So there we go, folks. That is going to be our next podcast. It's going to be the 1990. Is it? Can't remember. 90s classic, I'm sure. Sure, it's 90s anyway. Classic that started the birth of a franchise. Tremors, Big Worms, American Desert, cheesy pattern, the like.
Yeah, I'm sure there might have been a TV series, but that kind of what if it's not that whole thing and all. See the franchise and that, because I'm sure there was Wii versions of it and had legs and all that, and they were chasing people and all that. It was fucking, it went places.
It was like Earth's answer to June. You know what I mean? Or Dune, whatever you want to call it. If you're American, you call it Dune. Dune, man. So I look forward to
that. See that film is the original. The floor is lava. So everybody's played it. But I look forward to that. I've even got one of my favourite bits in my head already.
So far, actually. We'll discuss that next week, hopefully.
Yes.
But listen, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Any suggestions, get them on the list. I'll put you on. I've got another good few there added. Hazel, you need to come back to us with a replacement for anger management. I didn't realise you'd picked that, but we've done it now. So we got another few added to the end of our already growing list. I'll give you them, mate, right? Rigsby Bear, never heard it. Singles, Into the Wild, The Mighty Ducks, In the Shape of Water. And then my ma had a couple of vodkas and went, "Would you do a film for me?" I went, "Aye, ma, what is it? Is it going to be The Graduate?" And she went, "No, Shawshank Redemption." Like, brilliant, that's on the list. So there you go. We've got another 16 suggestions for listeners, which is about fucking 6 to 8 months worth, because we're doing every 3
I'm sure
weeks
that film Into the Wild's a true story.
I'm struggling to remember what it's about before I can look it up, but I will look it up. But thank you, everybody that has suggested. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you listening. We had a right good turnout last week across the board for people listening and downloading and audibly, which seems to be the favourite. I know it's my favourite. Sometimes when I've got a bit of downtime, I watch yours back, just a wee drink, just for a laugh, you know what I mean? Yeah. But thank you.
Yes, aye. Same for me. Echoing the same thing. Cheers for listening and all that. And by the way, watch the film. If you've not seen Serenity, you'll enjoy it. It's a wee joy.
Oh, definitely. Again, I've never seen it, and I'm going to watch it for a third time probably soon.
Unless you don't like sci-fi films and all that, then you'll not like it. But
yeah, if you like a western, it's a western. It's just kid on the spaceships or horses, right? Fucking good. But apart from that, mate, have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your time off. I'll enjoy going back to work tomorrow without you. Me and Paolo. Yes. All righty.
Yes. Enjoy yourself, folks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
So share your drink.